Some of the biggest missed opportunities in advertising history happened last night as we watched the Super Bowl unfold, coming in with certain expectations and certain hopes. Some of those completely and totally dashed, but it was not all for naught, as we did get some great Super Bowl commercials in there, especially when it comes to two in particular from cryptocurrency. Now, a lot of cryptocurrency ads were played last night, and here are the two that really stand out because they actually did hit some of the marks that were so easy to hit. The first one is this: eToro actually did a Dogecoin to the moon reference in one of their commercials, and a lot of people are saying, come on, Matt, you're exaggerating. A lot of other people were saying the same thing as me. Oh, look, we saw our Dogecoin reference in the Super Bowl commercial. But what you have to remember is that eToro right now does not have that many cryptocurrencies currently on their site. They don't have a ton of them, and I actually have a picture here that shows you exactly the cryptocurrencies that they do have on their platform. You can actually see it. Let me go and scroll down here and show you. So eToro right now has Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Cardano, Litecoin, Dash, Dogecoin, Tron, Binance Coin, Uniswap, and Chainlink. And you'll notice of all of those coins is there Shiba Inu coin. No, Shiba Inu coin is not there. Is there perhaps Baby Dogecoin? No. Is there any of the other Inu related cryptos? No, none of them are there. The only Inu related crypto that eToro has is of course Dogecoin right there, which shows without any shadow of a doubt that their reference right here with a Shiba Inu in the actual commercial was of course talking about Dogecoin. I don't think you can really deny that. And they were also right after that having this girl come on and say to the moon, which I just thought was pretty cool because Dogecoin and then to the moon only seconds later. A pretty cool reference there. Now, when it comes to actual price action, we do need bigger catalysts than just a mention here or there. If we'd had, say, McDonald's announcing Dogecoin acceptance during the Super Bowl, that would have been a huge marketing success for them. Instead, they chose to just simply go down the boring route of hiring a celebrity like every other company in the world and having some cheesy commercial that no one really remembers or necessarily cares about. No one laughed, no one smiled. It was just simply there. Some random marketing person somewhere thought it was a great idea. Even Elon Musk, for some reason, is giving them publicity. I don't know why he's doing that, because it really wasn't that great of a commercial, in my opinion. I mean, maybe someone liked it out there, but you can see Dogecoin in the Super Bowl. Then we have them continuing to go through the commercial, and they had this big thumbs up that comes as everyone's flying. It was pretty cool the way they designed it. People playing guitars, everyone flying around having fun, and then that was really the number one spot for Super Bowl commercials, just because of the to the moon mentions and the Dogecoin reference in there. Great job by eToro. Look at all this free publicity they're getting. Literally any of these companies could have gotten all of us to tweet about them, to talk about them, to mention them on our shows. We're giving them free publicity, and all they had to do was one simple thing. Now, huge opportunities missed from some of the other companies. Now, the other company I have to give a lot of credit for this year's Super Bowl commercial, you may have guessed it, is Coinbase. A really creative out-of-the-box idea, or I guess technically a very in-the-box idea, but they thought really well through this, because the number one way to get new people onto your platform is to get them to go on their device and then go to your platform. But that gap between getting people to go on their device and getting people to go on your platform can be big at times. A lot of people may be distracted, may want to watch the next commercial. So if you actually do something like this, where they have to inquire by clicking on that to see what it is, that really stands out, and that was smart. And this also in some ways is related to Dogecoin, because when you go onto their platform, they also allow you to trade in Dogecoin, and they don't have a ton of other cryptos on there. It's a relatively limited selection on the main Coinbase app. So a lot of new Dogecoin holders did come last night. Now, unfortunately, a lot of that spike happened beforehand, and so like we predicted, it did actually fall a little bit, unfortunately, because it wasn't anything crazy enough to cause a big spike. Now, luckily, in the last 24 hours, though, we have seen it starting to rise again with some nice gains across the board for cryptocurrency. As you come into live, take a second to press the like button there. It will help us get out to more people. I was first, says Dogecoin Dad. Nice. And Austin says, to the moon, with a nice super chat coming in there. Much love and appreciation for that. Robinhood as well, a huge bust here. If they had decided to come on and announced Dogecoin wallets, it just made too much sense. We're talking about massive amounts of publicity. We're talking about a ton of new people coming. One of the most memorable Super Bowl commercials if they had decided to do that. We were talking about huge activity for them. It's just silly to me that there's these companies out there and they hire these advertising professionals, quote unquote, to literally make the same boring ads over and over and over again. It's the same blueprint. You come up with some silly tagline like, oh, look, sell seashells, or this or that, or some meme or riddle that you don't have to actually pay for. Then you're like, oh, who's a celebrity we can hire? Oh, is this celebrity available? Is that celebrity available? Who's this? Who's that? They literally just throw a dart at a board to find some random celebrity that no one really actually cares about their opinion that much. Like, yeah, we may like them in a couple of movies or whatever, but it doesn't mean that we're going to buy a product because we see their face on it. Anyway, nonetheless, they decide to do that pretty consistently. So you see a lot of celebrities and big names in these commercials. Then they have some silly line, and almost every single commercial with cryptocurrency, you probably already forgot what it was. The two that you probably didn't forget were the eToro commercial and the Coinbase commercial. Why? Because they actually did the right thing there. They made smart moves when it comes to branding. They made smart moves when it comes to including rememberable things, and they also thought outside of the box, or very much in the box in the case of Coinbase. But actually, really, it really was a genius ad. I have to give them mad props. Now, some people thought it wasn't good enough because it was just a box, but the whole point is to drive customers. And what's interesting about this is they actually ended up having their commercial go to, or their app rather, go to number 2 on the entire app store. Take a look at this. Blockworks says it themselves. Coinbase went from 186th place to second on the App Store after its Super Bowl ad. Now that right there is just absolutely remarkable. No other company saw anything like that from the Super Bowl ad. Then Edward Snowden as well commented. I thought this was kind of funny. So then there was one thing though that Coinbase messed up on massively, and we likely could have seen a bigger spike when it comes to cryptocurrency if they had not messed up on this one thing. The commercial was great. Where they were lacking was the actual website strength, because their commercial was so unbelievably successful that it caused their website to crash. Coinbase spending around $16 million, Edward Snowden says, on a Super Bowl ad to direct people to their website, and $0 to make sure that the website doesn't crash 10 seconds after the ad starts is so very internet. Come on, Coinbase. You had one job to do. Just maintain the damn server. Maintain it. Unfortunately, they didn't. Then Joe says Coinbase just spent 14 million. So he says 14, they say 16. What was it actually? Who cares? It was either 14 or 16, whatever. Because they did a long commercial. You don't have to spend that much if you do a shorter one. They did a longer one. Anyway, they did a color changing QR code to bounce around on the screen for 30 seconds during the Super Bowl, and the website crashed. A lot of people roast him for that. This tweet, 38,000 likes. This tweet from Edward Snowden, 113,000 likes. People love a good roasting session on the old Twitter there. And do you have a chat with Elon? Says Ed. Then Dogecoin Dad says, could you reach out to Robinhood? They are slacking in so many ways. Wallets would take them to the moon as well. I know, they just... Basically, Robinhood is getting these straight down the middle, perfect pitches over and over and over again. Oh, you can do a Dogecoin Super Bowl ad. You can announce wallets then. You can release wallets this way. You can do this. You can do this. And they keep not even swinging. It's not like they're swinging and missing. If they did the swing, they would hit it. It's easy. But they're not even swinging. They're not even trying sometimes. And I just don't understand that. It doesn't really make any sense. So we're going to continue to apply some pressure in a positive way on Robinhood to do the fun stuff and the good stuff that will actually help their platform. And if they don't see the potential, then it just simply means everyone clearly not understanding how much potential Dogecoin has at this point in time. And unfortunately, the advertising companies who we expected to actually be better than the general population when it comes to this, they should know better. A lot of advertising people are into cryptocurrency. A lot of people who are on the creative things and stuff like that. I think what may be happening here is actually some of these advertising companies don't like Elon Musk. They have groups of people who are very full of themselves sometimes, who are these artsy people, and sometimes artsy people. I mean, I love artsy. I've been in drama classes a lot of my life. I like that. But the truth is that there is sometimes a dispute between people who consider themselves to be more artsy and Elon Musk. They don't always like him. So maybe they're just not doing the right thing out of spite for Elon Musk, since he loves Dogecoin so much, because it's just such a clear, easy opportunity to get so much extra publicity, and all you have to do is include a reference in there. Now, if you actually take that to a next level and do something like a Dogecoin giveaway, if FTX had done that, then they would have insane amounts of new people using their platform. Now, that's just the power of the Dogecoin community, and the fact that they're missing on this just goes to show you that there are so many out-of-touch people. I was personally expecting more Dogecoin references. We only really got one that was a legitimate reference, and we knew almost certainly there was going to be one. We just didn't know if there was going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, or anything like that, and unfortunately, we got massively, well, really, it wasn't really let down, because they let themselves down. We didn't have to do anything. They let themselves down. It was them that could have benefited the most from this. Yeah, Dogecoin could have gone up if they had done it, but it would have been them getting the publicity. It would have been them benefiting more than anyone else. So really, who missed the opportunity? It was them. And they need to see this. They need to see the pressure. And next Super Bowl, there needs to be real Dogecoin references. Elon Musk, I would love for you to actually do a Dogecoin Super Bowl commercial. If we can get something like that for the next one, that will really put everything to bed there. Now, it's a long time from now. I think there's so much more important steps to go through first. We're not going to focus on the Super Bowl, but still, just something to consider there as some funny things happening. I also would love to talk more about this because take a look. SpaceX and Starlink, I made a video on it. Basically, Elon Musk with a winky face emoji in response to this tweet. Idea, can SpaceX merch store and Starlink accept Dogecoin? With the winky face, Elon Musk is suggesting that we are not far away from those two huge giants in the space sector and in the internet sector, respectively. They have the ability, and by the way, they're very closely connected, obviously, but still, they have the ability to see huge increases in volume and traffic from accepting Dogecoin, and that's, Elon Musk is the only one who gets it. Elon Musk understands the potential. Elon Musk understands how powerful the community is. Most elites and most people in positions of power, even if it's just a small position of power, like say running a marketing company or running the social media, even those people often don't get it. Now, Slim Jim is an example. They get it. A lot of companies do get it. There are huge examples where they do get it and they do try to do the right thing. Even McDonald's sometimes has been on the pro Dogecoin side. And with their commercial, though, that was probably the most disappointing one. I mean, sure, Kanye's fun. And we like Kanye, right? But I mean, come on. Come on. That's it? You didn't have any announcement? You didn't have anything special? You didn't think out of the box at all? You just did a normal commercial? At least it was a little bit more rememberable. We'll give them that. But I mean, that's about it. What's the deal, Matt? Says Bahar. Yeah, what is the deal? Come on. Only Tesla and Doge, no need for commercials, says Cloud Chamber. You know what? That's an optimistic, positive way to look at it. Who needs them? Who needs them? We'll just get Tesla. That's all we need. Tesla doesn't even do commercials. They're so dang good at getting publicity for free, they don't even need to pay for advertising. It's actually impressive. It's remarkable that Elon Musk has built up one of the top 10 companies in the world without even running advertising. I mean, that's just preposterously incredible. It's awesome to see that. As Elon Musk also tweeted this out, over 200. All right, is it okay? There we go. Now it should finally be working. Come on, sound. See this? Even the sound is against Elon Musk right now. Come on, sound. What the heck are you doing? Yeah. Sometimes the mic, if you bump into it a little bit, if I get too excited on my set and I bump the mic, that can happen. It's not still muted anymore. I see the sound working right there. It should be okay. There you go. Now everyone's saying it's good. I don't even know. You have to learn how to read lips if you want to watch Final Stand. It's just the new wave of technology here. No sound still, saying some people. But look at that. See, we got a bunch of new comments. Our secret genius plan worked to pretend like the sound went off. I was basically just moving my lips. I was still obviously in full technical control of my set. It was a genius plan. Definitely not a big mistake of the sound going off. Definitely not. That would never happen. we have seamless sound integration for every single show here. Something like that could never even dream of happening here on the Final Stand show as you come in. Yeah, if you want to press like, you're certainly welcome to do that to help us get the stream back on track. But anyway, like we were saying, 250k Starlink terminals in space right now, a huge amount. Then we also have these beautiful graphics of the SpaceX rocket Starship going from Earth to Mars and landing with human beings looking at a beautiful city there. Pretty incredible stuff coming in from SpaceX. And there are always going to be some haters. It's just the way it is. But at the end of the day, when you're doing remarkable things that move humanity forward, most people are going to be on your side. And any haters will just simply be that and nothing more. So hopefully you enjoy watching Elon, as I certainly do, as he does get it. He understands the power of Dogecoin, and it's amazing to see what he's been able to build from it, even as so many people are disrespecting its abilities by not simply taking advantage of clear and easy opportunities to get free publicity. It's in your best interest. What are you doing? But nonetheless, I digress. We did see one good Super Bowl Dogecoin reference. Then also the Coinbase ad was pretty good and got some more Dogecoin holders. But it could have gone even better if they'd had their website working. So overall, we could have definitely seen way more when it comes to positive things in that regard when it comes to the Super Bowl and Dogecoin commercials. But I digress. I'm at Wallace. This is Final Stand. Definitely check out the Patreon if you want to be catching all of the latest picks. Some huge gainers are coming, and that's exciting to think about. And I'll see you in the next video.